Welcome back to the Andrew College West Georgia Tech game here out at the Horde Complex Sunday. We're in the bottom half of the first. Deion Sellers, leadoff hitter, has got a 2-2 count on him. Fouls that one straight back. Deion playing his normal second base and leading off for the Tigers. West Georgia Tech scored 2 in the first. And Blake Turner's on the mound, lefty. Pretty sure he went, and he did. Deion takes a check swing for strike 3. That brings up center fielder, number 18, Mike Warren. Takes ball 1 down and in. Ball looked a little low, but umpire called a strike. Runs the count to 1-1. Turner delivers. Mike drives.
With 2 quick outs after giving up 2 runs on top of the first right here. Hopefully, number 5, Ryan Sapp, can get something started with 2. He's followed by Stubbs and Young today.
Blake changed up his lineup a little bit. Got Ryan DHing and hitting third. Next first pitch outside for a ball. Turner up high with that one. Runs the count to 2-0. Again, 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom half of the first. 3-0. Looks like with Brett Anderson playing first in this first game, Eric Pape is available off the bench as a pinch hitter later in the game. Sapp takes a strike. Still way ahead, 3-1. And draws a walk. Brings up number 28, Charlie Stubbs, third baseman.
That was a good at-bat by Ryan Sapp right there. After 2 quick outs, he went up there and saw some pitches and drew a walk right there. So always helps to get a guy on.
Absolutely. And it's down in the dirt. Squirts through Maccabee's legs. Sapp takes second. And just like that, we now have a runner in scoring position. One ball, no strikes. Again, 2 outs, runner on second. Bottom of the first. Turner outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Turner ready. And delivers. Charlie thought that was inside, but umpire saw it differently. Runs the count 2-1. And the pitch. Charlie drives the ball back up the middle. Back through there. Here comes Sapp. They don't even make a play. Charlie Stubbs sneaks one back up through the middle. Thought Fehrenbach might have had a shot at that, but it got up underneath his glove and into center for an RBI. Base hit. And just like that, as Josh said, the 2 outs and nobody on. Sapp works a walk. Wild pitch. Stubbs drives him in.
Like I always said, Brown, good things happen for those who wait. The early bird gets the worm, but the early worm gets ate. You know what I mean?
Well, I tell you what, right there, that was a textbook away how you score one right there, because we haven't done anything up until this point. But that brings up Anthony Young. Anthony tops one, gets over the top of the pitcher's head. Shortstop Todd makes a nice play there across the diamond, but the Tigers do get one, and we've played one out here at the Horde Athletic Complex right now. West Georgia Tech 2, Andrew College 1 on the ACDN, the Andrew College Digital Network. We'll be back. Josh Garland, Rudy Radiger, Jeffrey Jackson, and John, granddaddy of Kristen Aragon, up on the camera on top of the dugout for us. Dalton Kuhn begins his second inning of work.
Kuhn had a labor through that first inning right there and giving up 2 runs, but we scratched one back right there. So it's always good to know that your offense showed up today, even though you fall behind a little bit. Hopefully he can limit the damage this inning and get us back in there and we can keep swinging it.
Absolutely. Andrew Short leading off, playing DH today for the West Georgia Tech Knights. Makes the count 1-1. Rolls over the top of that to Dion. Over to Brett. Anderson. And we have one down in the inning. That brings up the right fielder, Trevor Billings. Ball high. We have one down here, top of the second inning. West Georgia Tech up 2-1. Not sure why he didn't like that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. This umpire seemed to have a little trouble getting consistent here. We can't seem to get 2 strikes called the same. Like that one better. 2 balls, 1 strike. On Billings. Kuhn in the windup. A little high and outside. 3-1 count. Got to make him hit it here, don't we, Josh?
Yeah, you always never want to walk through the leadoff guy again.
Sure enough. That was just a straight dead red fastball. Said, look, you're going to have to hit this. I expect to see another one, although I wouldn't be surprised to see a curveball. Been working well. 3-2 count, 1 out. Nope. Yeah, he poured that one in there right on the outside corner. 2 outs for Kuhn right there. And the Tigers. Brings up center fielder Hudson Power, hitting 9th today.
Again, Kuhn will start getting a lot of these controversial calls his way here. If he just stays in the zone, the umpire will.
Little bunt out there. Kuhn on top. Throws to first at Brett. Brett makes a nice stretch over there. Fine play right there by Kuhn and Anderson. That ends the top half of the second inning. out here at the Horde Athletic Complex on the ACDN, the Andrew College Digital Network. We'll be back. Horde Athletic Complex, bottom of the second inning. Leading off is the catcher, Zach Lippincott. Followed up by Levante LeCount and then Brett Anderson, first baseman. Zach lined that one right here back into the screen. Go Tigers! 0-1. Courtesy of Ryan Sapp right there on his way back to the dugout. 0-1 count. Turner in the wind. Bends a nice curveball in there. Zach swings and misses. Back in a hole here pretty quick. 0-2. Nobody out here. Bottom of the second. Catcher set up way outside and he threw it out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The leadoff hitter, Lippincott. One bounced in there and Zach took a hack at it and missed. Catcher has to retrieve it, throw on to Sims.
Turner, the opposing pitcher for today for the Knights, has been doing a great job so far, throwing strikes and mixing it up and keeping our hitters right now off balance.
Exactly.
Hopefully, we can make the adjustment right here, and next time through the lineup, we got have an idea what's he trying to do.
Brings up left fielder Levante LeCount. Takes ball 1 inside. Levante had a nice diving catch here in the top half of the first inning. Levante up 2-0 now. Again, 1 out. Nobody on. West Georgia Tech up 2-1. Levante caps it, rolls over the top of it. If it'll stay fair, it's a base hit, but it rolls foul.
I feel like the key to getting the Turner right here is waiting him out, making sure he throws a strike and gets ahead of you. I feel like if you make him throw enough pitches, eventually you're going to get a walk or get something favorable for you to hit.
I agree. We're swinging at pitches that are not in the zone right now. Levante lays off that, runs the count to 3-1. He loves to throw that curveball in the dirt, and you're right, Josh. If we'll be patient, he's eventually got to get it up in the zone. Fastball there. Big high hopper to third baseman across the diamond to Sims for the second out of the inning. That was Blaine Swift over there. Brings up first baseman Brett Anderson. Brett hitting eighth today, or at least in this game. Like McAbee's got an equipment problem there with his helmet.
Anderson is giving Eric Pape a little time off duty right here because we're playing 2, and hopefully he can do a good job for us today, and normally he has been. Swings the bat well, and you know does a great job playing defense over there at first base. As you saw that good stretch of by him by the last inning.
Yeah, he's done some DHing too for the Tigers. So he obviously got a can swing the bat. Again, we had same situation in the bottom half of the first. Two quick outs, and then Ryan drew a walk. Pass ball, Stubbs drove him in. Maybe we can do a little the same here with Brett. First pitch right in there, first strike. Again, these two games today are 7 innings apiece. The last two have been 9 inning games. Today's a doubleheader. Both games 7 innings. As Anderson swings through that. One thing about a 7 inning game, they catch up with you real quick, boy. It's all of a sudden it's a six, and you're like, holy cow. Bounces that one up there, back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
A key to winning these 7 inning games is making sure you try to chip away. Especially since we're down. If you can win every inning, you're going to look up at the scoreboard and know that you're going to win the game. Especially you'll be up and everything like that. But Anderson did a great job right there, taking that high fastball outside.
Yeah, run that count 2-2 right there. 2 outs. Looks at another one high, full count. 2 outs, nobody on for the Tigers. A little windier out here today, but a gorgeous, gorgeous day. There we go again. Another 2-out walk from Turner. Brett Anderson draws a walk, and he's on first. Brings up our shortstop, Tim Manning.
Again, like I said, patience. If you can wait this guy out on the mound and make sure you're seeing the ball well and finding a pitch that you can hit and not being overly aggressive, you're going to get on base.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Anderson did a good job right there.
Right there, and I think that they'll start to figure him out in his second time around. Manning takes one high. On deck, Deion Sellers, the leadoff hitter, so we've gone through the lineup one time now here in just the second inning. I'm not sure about this umpire. He would have called that a strike earlier, but I'm not sure what's going on with him. But anyway, it's 2-0. Good guys.
Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Anytime we're up at the plate, we'll take those
Exactly.
being called balls.
3-0. Looks like Turner's out there trying to aim it in there now. A little trouble right now here again. 3-0 on Manning. Brett Anderson at first. Not even close. 8 straight balls, as Rudy just told me. Got runners on first and second now. 2 outs. Deion Sellers up. What did Deion do the first time? All right. Turner has his sign and he's set. Curveball stays outside. Turner shook his head a little bit. That's 9 in a row. Sellers with great speed, good power.
Again, the more balls you can get Turner to throw, the more of a mental psyche that he's going to develop.
Yeah, he looks like he's just reaching for anything right now. Another one high.
And then when you get a pitcher to do that, he's just trying to reach back and throw you one in there, you're going to get a good pitch to hit. You're going to get something down the middle, something in your zone, something you can drive a long ways.
Absolutely. This is when you sit on air. He looks like he's out there throwing darts right now. 2-1. Still hitting ahead. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Again, here in the bottom half of the second inning. West Georgia still up 2-1. Deion takes strike 2 there. Runs the count 2-2.
With Anderson on second, you kind of want to hit a ball deep into the gap to make sure he has the ability to score standing up. Not tremendous speed for a big guy, but he still can move a little bit.
Yeah, you hit that ball hard out there on one or two hop to an outfielder. Coach Williams probably got to hold him up. Turner sets and delivers. Bounces that curveball up there. That was the one that Dion swung at the first time around, so maybe he's picking that up out of the hand. Now we got a 3-2 count with 2 outs, so runners will be going to get an extra step here or two.
And this will help out Coach Williams and Brett Anderson out right here because he's getting a couple extra steps and
Absolutely. And they're off. Oh, my. Dion takes strike 3. A little dubious on that call right there, but we'll see if Coach Williams has anything to say, and he doesn't. So we completed 2. Still 2-1 here at the Hort Athletic Complex in Cuthbert. We'll be back on the ACDN. Welcome back to Cuthbert, Georgia, and the Hort Athletic Complex. We're at the top of the 3rd inning, and West Georgia Tech is back to the top of the lineup.
Aiken.
Left fielder Davis Aiken.
Aiken's going to be followed by Todd and Faribault. Aiken has drew a walk and scored the first run for the West Georgia Tech Golden Knights as he takes strike 1.
That was my bad there, Josh. We just talked about it 30 seconds ago, and I just big-footed right all over the top of you there. Sorry. Ground ball, sharply hit to Dion. Over to Anderson. And one quick out.
Kuhn so far has been doing a good job after that one shaky first inning right there. He gets Aiken the ground out to Dion, and now Todd's up to bat.
Fouled that one straight back. I believe Todd had a base hit last time. I think he was the one who bunted that thing and rolled down the third base line and got hung up by a blade of grass. So runs the count to 1-1. Like I say, sometimes it ain't as far as you hit them, as long as you hit them between the white lines. Kuhn, wind up and delivery. Bends a nice curveball in there. Counts 1-2. We have one out here, nobody on. Top of the 3rd. Skies that one out towards left. Manning going back. LeCount going in. And Manning calls it off and hauls it in. 2 quick outs right there.
Again, this is kind of pitching that you see from Kuhn on a consistent basis. He really does a great job of getting hitters out via strikeout or via ground ball or pop up. Very rarely do you ever see him walk or give up too many hits.
Well, he does appear to want to go ahead and throw strikes. He's just pouring them in there as we speak right now. 0-1 on Fairback, second baseman. Nice curveball. Fehrenbach rolls over the top of it. Looks like it got a little piece of the ankle there. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, top of the 3rd. Nobody on. West Georgia Tech up 2-1.
Fehrenbach in an 0-2 hole right here, but he does have a single in right in between the 5 hole right there, so got to be careful.
Lippincott set up a little bit outside.
That's a good pitch right there to set him up, high and outside. You change his eye levels, and hopefully he's going to bring something down in the dirt right here.
Just like you called it, Josh, he did. Fehrenbach didn't bite, though. Runs the count 2-2. I don't know what happened to us yesterday. Strike out on a ball that bounced like that, kicked away, and ended up getting on. But no harm there. 2-2. Nice curve. Jeffrey Jack. Girl. Athletic Complex and the Andrew College Digital Network as we begin the bottom half of the third.
Number 18, Michael Warren. Number 5, Sapp. And Stubbs are going to be your 3 hitters right now. Warren has grounded to third.
Early hit. Like to tie it short. Cross. Oh, high throw. Sims was able to get up and get it, but did not come back down on the bag. Assuming that'll be an E6. But that's a good way to get started. Brings up Ryan Sapp.
Great job right there by Michael Warren hustling down the line right there. Forced that tough throw by Todd and got the first baseman off the bag. Hopefully number 5 can keep swinging this hot stick he's been having and make something happen this inning.
Yeah, head coach Blake Williams run through a whole series of signs there. Mike Warren's got some good speed. Not sure if what we got going on. I think Turner thinking the same thing there with that throw over there. Wasn't his good best move, I'm guessing. Ryan didn't show anything, so we're not sure. A little better move over there that time. Again, Sapp not tipping off what he's doing.
In this kind of situation, from your 3-hole hitter right here, I don't really foresee a bunt, but I feel like he's going to swing and try to put a ball in play hard here.
And you were right, Josh. He takes that one down low. Again, 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on first. Nobody out here. Bottom of the third. Sapp has run the count to 2-0 now. Again, throw to first. Turner sets. Warren up and running, a pitch out. Maccabee's throw is to the left side of the bag. Mike Warren slides in safely.
Again, this is one of the third times this series they've guessed right on a steal with the pitch out right there, but I mean, it hasn't had a close play at second yet. I think our runner's been picking on Maccabee here lately and doing a great job and being very successful at stealing bases.
Yeah, that run the count 3-0 with that pitch out, so Sapp in the driver's seat. Mike Warren on second, nobody out. 4-pitch walk for Sapp. Turner digging himself a hole right here.
That was Ryan Sapp's second walk on the day. Hasn't really had an official bat. And key note, that was Michael Warren's 13th bag stolen this year.
Charlie Stubbs taking a long lick down at Coach Williams.
You know, it's tough really to say what's going to happen here. You know, from your forward hitter, you really wanted him to swing the bat and drive this run in, but a bunt would also be a factor here.
Up high. I think one of the reasons I think Coach Williams, he said, look, he's thrown 4 straight balls right here. You know what I mean? We may let him swing till he gets a strike, and even then they may not do anything differently. But as a rule, like I said, I think he's going to let Pape swing here. Runs the count to 1-1. Charlie Stubbs, third baseman, at the plate. Nobody out. Sapp on first. Manning on second. Mike Warren on second. Way inside.
Charlie Stubbs does a great job of hitting and working counts. He has a 300 batting average while he has a 400 on base percentage. So he gets on base and he does swing the bat well.
Exactly. 2-1 count here now. Manning and Sapp away. Got 3 hopper out to the shortstop. He's to the second baseman. Turns it over. And they roll that double play right there. Mike Warren does advance to third, but now they're 2 outs. Brings up Anthony Young, right fielder.
Anthony Young had a great series so far. He had 2 of the 3 hits in the last game, and hopefully he can keep swinging that hot bat of his.
Oh, it hit him. I think that got him right on the ankle or foot.
That's a tough place to get hit. Anytime you get hit in the lower extremities, you know, they tighten up on you, they swell up, and next thing you know, you look down your shoe and you see an ankle the size of a watermelon in there, and hopefully AD is a tough guy and he can walk that one off.
Yeah, he was doing the old gimp step there, going down there. That one stung. Thought we might see Dr. Phil Latimer out there, but so far AD has waved him off, and he's going to stretch it out and go forward here. But we do have 2 outs. Runners on first and third now. Brings up Zach Lippincott.
Again, you know, I keep saying it. I think the key right here is patience and making Turner throw you something that you can hit. He's walked 4 guys and hit, AD. So right there, seeing the ball up and in the zone is going to be a key part right here.
Yeah, that ball was down. 1 ball, no strikes. Little fister over there towards Sims on first. He'll step on the bag and end the threat. So we played 3 out here at the Hort Athletic Complex. West Georgia Tech 2, Andrew College 1 here on the Andrew College Digital Network. We'll be back. of first game of the doubleheader here between the West Georgia Tech Knights and the Andrew College Tigers. Looks like leading off for West Georgia Tech will be Andy McAbee, the catcher.
Yeah, he'll be followed by Sims and Swift. Mockabee is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout.
Kuhn pours that in for a strike. 0-1. Hits him right in the elbow there. That brings up the first baseman, Zach Sims. Big left-handed hitter. He did square around a bunt the other day on Tuesday, but we'll have to see here. Kuhn got his sign and delivers. Kicks away from Lippincott, but he makes a fine play over there. Holds McAbee to first.
Sims so far hasn't really had an official bat. He drove in the Todd right there on a sac fly.
1 ball. Runner on first. Nobody out. Bends that one outside. 2 balls, no strikes. McAbee at first. Nobody out. We're in the top half of the fourth. West Georgia Tech up 2-1. That ball is smoked down the right field line. Anthony Young retrieving it. McAbee heading for third. Sims heading for second. And he'll hold up there with a stand-up double.
Again, Kuhn always seems to find himself in a little bit of trouble after, letting the leadoff guy gets on. In the first inning, he walked the guy, and this inning right here, he hit Mockabee. And hopefully he can limit this time. Hopefully no damage.
Fell behind 2-0 too, and pretty much had to come in there with something. And sure enough, Sims stroked it into right field. Swinging a miss at a big curveball right there. Again, third baseman Blaine Swift is up as we speak.
With first base open right here, you can kind of pitch gingerly to Swift right here. You can spin him some off speed down in the zone, see if he chases it, and see if you can get ahead of the count. And we'll see what Lip and Kuhn decide to do right here.
Well, so far he's proved he can't hit that curveball, so I think they're going to keep feeding him a steady dose of it. He's falling behind 0-2. Worst thing you want to do, though, is bounce one up there. So far, he hasn't connected here with anything that's traveled the entire distance. So Lippincott pushes him back off the mound, tells him let's restart over again with the signs. Kuhn got it. Fastball paints the outside corner. Big strikeout for the Tigers right there. Brings up the DH, Andrew Short. Runners on second and third. 1 out now. Gets out ahead. Fastball in the outside corner.
Again, getting ahead is going to be keen for key right here for Kuhn.
Another great curveball right there, swinging a miss by Short. He's falling behind 0-2.
Short is 0 for 1 today. He has a ground out to second base and has fallen behind 0-2.
Yeah, with 2 strikes on the runner, Blake Williams brings his middle infielders in. I'm not sure. I guess when he got ahead like that, thought maybe he'd top one out there. Didn't want to give up a cheap run. So Dion and Manning are now in addition to the corners. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third here, top of the fourth. Nice curveball. Zach Lippincott with a great play right there to keep that one in front.
Lip's been working hard so far today. Been keeping all these curveballs that have, right there near him and been able to pounce on him.
Yeah, that's nothing better as a pitcher to know he's got a catcher he can bounce one up there and not pay a price for it. Big pitch here now, 2-2. Dalton is set and then winds. Fastball is skied right in the middle of the infield. Tim Manning is called for it. Makes the catch. So far, Dalton Kuhn has wiggled himself to 2 outs. Brings up the right fielder, Trevor Billings.
Billings is 0 for 1 today with a strikeout looking, and hopefully Kuhn can make that 2 on the day.
Yeah, he's really been zoned in since he got runners on second and third. And as I say that, he throws one out wide. Again, we're in the top half of the fourth. 2 outs now. Runners on second and third. West Georgia Tech up 2-1. That one stays up and out. From the count on Billings to 2-0. Really nice curveball right there. Drops it in. 2 balls, 1 strike. With the base open, Josh, and 2 outs here, we don't have to give in. Although it is the number 8 hitter. Right back with two quick strikes. We're on the count 2-2. Kuhn is 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam.
You know, Kuhn really flipped a switch right there and found an extra gear to really throw that ball past him.
I believe that hit the runner, so it's a dead ball. Could have been worse. If it hadn't hit him, that would have scored a run for sure. But it does load the bases. And with 2 outs, the center fielder and number 9 hitter, Hudson Power, comes to the plate.
And
he tried to bunt for a base hit. And Lippincott being a wall back there right now. That was about a 59-footer.
Kuhn's been trying to rely on this curveball right here, and looks like he's kind of getting away from his fastball, but hopefully he has a plan right here for the number 9 hole hitter Power.
Rolls over the top. Down the first base line, foul. Yeah, runs the count to 1-1. Yeah, we don't want to mess around here, I don't think.
There's really, no place to put Power, and he hasn't really had any success so far off the Tigers pitching, and
Another curveball in the dirt. Runs the count 2-1. Bases are loaded. 2 out. Top of the 4th inning. Again, a 2-1. Hit that one right. Hit Dalton in the back shoulder somewhere. Drives in a run, makes it 3-1. I think Coach Williams wants to go out and check on him and see what it is and see how he feels. I saw Dalton shake his head like he's okay, but Coach Williams may have more to say to him than just how you feeling.
Like we said, falling behind doesn't really matter if it's to the 9 hole, the 1 hole, the 4 hole. Anytime you fall behind a hitter, it gives him the advantage. Because you have to give him something that he feels comfortable to hit. And with the leadoff hitter Aiken, he has walked and grounded to third.
Yeah, I can't see the bullpen from here, but I'm guessing if somebody isn't up, they're going to be up pretty quickly. That brings up the top of the order again. Davis Aiken, left fielder. Base is still loaded now. Still 2 outs. Little outside.
It looks like Levi Knight and David Flowers are heading down to the pen. Levi stretching.
One ball, no strikes to Aiken. Nice curveball right there. Dalton evens it up at 1-1. Again, 2 outs, bases loaded. West for the 4th. Curveball just missed outside. Dalton sets and delivers. Curveball inside, runs the count 3-1. Got nowhere to put him now. I don't know if Dalton's lost confidence in his fastball here, but he's throwing a lot of curveballs. Called strike 2. Full count, 2 outs. Runners will be moving. Ball's driven into center field. Mike Warren going back, settling underneath it, and makes a catch. So the Tigers escape, allowing just 1 run, although West Georgia Tech started out the inning with runners second and third and nobody out. Dalton wiggled around, did give up a base hit to drive in a run, and that leaves us now in the top of the heading to the bottom of the 4th. Now it's 3-1 West Georgia Tech. Kind of resort to a skeleton crew here of injured baseball players, starting with Jeffrey Jackson, who had surgery on his shoulder. He's running the Tech end of it today. Josh Garland with a broken thumb is my co-announcer, and Christian Aragon's granddaddy, John Feldbinger. We asked him what his name was. He sent me his business card from Delta Airlines. He is on top of the dugout, running the camera for us today. So here we go to the bottom half of the 4th. Levante LeCount leading off. He takes ball 1 down low. It's LeCount, Anderson, and Tim Manning this inning. 7, 8, 9 hitters. Hear a little life out of the Tiger dugout here. Count runs the count 2-0. Bottom half of the 4th, and again in a 7-inning game, they gets up on you in a hurry. You can't wait around. Turner way outside, 3-0.
Base runners are going to be the key right here for this inning. I think this is where you really need to turn around and get some guys on and score. I think this should be the inning that Andrew College tries to break it open.
Yeah, you got runs count 3-1. Again, still a hitter's count here, and Levante does not have to swing at it, even if it's a strike, if it's not his pitch. Tomahawks that one out into left. Davis Aiken in on for the catch. Might have got away with one right there. That was kind of up in his eyes. Brings up first baseman Brett Anderson.
Anderson doesn't have an official bat on the day. He's drawn a walk.
Ball's high. Turner still out there for the West Georgia Tech Knights. I believe that was a check swing, and I think he fouled it off. Counts 1-1. One out here. Nobody on. Not sure what that was. Blue called it a strike, though. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brett lays off that curveball. 2-2. Again, one out here. Nobody on.
We're gonna need some smarter bats coming up here from Anderson and Manning. Get the leadoff hitter Sellers up to the plate.
Takes that one high. Runs the count and walked last time up. Tigers need base runners, down 3-1 here, bottom of the 4th. That was low. So Anderson does his job, finds a way on. That brings up Tim Manning, our shortstop.
Anderson's seeing the ball well as he gets issued a second walk and gives a little bit of life to the Tigers by getting on right there.
Not much of a threat to run, only has a small lead. Turner's up high again.
This will give you a little bit of chuckle, though. Anderson does have a stolen base on the year, though.
Catcher must have fell down. That ball is rifled down the right field line, but foul. I think Brett has taken another half step out there. He at least want to. Curveball's way outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, that's a big inning here for us right here now. Like I said, if we can get Manning on and get a little threat going. Oh, he bounced that one up there. Brett.
Again, that's a key base run right there because that prevents the double play of happening right here if Tim Manning does end up hitting one onto the ground, but it also gives Manning the ability to get on right here and with a walk.
With a 3-1 count right now, it does take the double play out. And again, Brett kind of lumbered in there, but he made it. And Manning draws a walk. Brings up Dion.
Again, Turner's been laboring. That's his 6th walk issued so far, and he's hitting one batter. And like I said, just being patient right here and making them throw you a strike.
Runners on first and second, 1 out. Dion Sellers up. Turner delivers. Called strike 1. Dion faked the bunt, took it. Wasn't happy with the call. Paul's behind 0-2. He's going to have to really protect here now. Again, if he can get it on the ground somewhere, Dion's got plenty of speed. He can beat out anything. Rolls over the top. It's going to stay fair. Doesn't have a play. He does throw it over there, just as we talked. All Dion's got to do is put it on the ground. He has a chance every single time. Swift came in and charged, tried to make a throw, but he never had a chance on that. So now the bases are loaded. Still have 1 out.
It takes a great play and a strong arm to throw Dion Sellers out anywhere from the infield.
Yeah, unless you hit it right to the first baseman, he's always got a chance. So brings up Mike Warren now in prime position here. Bases loaded, 1 out.
Mike reached on an error his second at bat.
Takes ball low, ball 1. Got nowhere to put him.
With the bases loaded, it looks like Andrew College is breathing down Blake Turner's neck right here, and hopefully Michael Warren can break something open right here.
Swings over the top of that. Fouls it back over here to the left side.
Looks like
1-1
Josh
count.
Booth is up in the bullpen for West Georgia Tech.
Sorry about that, Josh. 1-1 count, 1 out, bases loaded. Bottom half of the fourth. Bends a curveball in, snapped over to first, and they didn't get Dion.
Dion got a huge lead off of first right there with really nowhere to go with the guy on second and third in front of him. Almost was a costly out right there on the backside.
Yeah, you're right. He's got nowhere to go. That was a called strike, too. For 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Turner delivers. Curveball's fouled back. Sims giving it a run. But it falls.
Barring a double play ball, Sapp and Stubbs would be next in the order.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Bases are loaded. Big curveball stays outside. 2-2 count. Block ball back up the middle. Perfect double play ball. Todd steps on the bag, throws across. And so we've completed 4 innings here. West Georgia Tech still ahead 3-1 as we head to the top half of the 5th. It looks like we'll have a pitching change here made. Looks like Christian Aragon's coming in. And we'll be back in a minute here on the ACD and the Andrew College Digital Network. And we welcome you back to the Hort Athletic Complex, just west of the Andrew College campus here. Pretty Sunday day. I don't know what that was all about. Tigers have made a pitching change. They're going with the lefty Christian Aragon. And what do we know about him, Josh?
Aragon's a strong throwing lefty. He can run it up there anywhere between 84 to 87, and he has a hard breaking ball, and he does occasionally throw a good changeup in there as well. And not really a matchup guy. Doesn't really throw well against lefties or well against righties. Does a great job throwing to each. So it doesn't really matter who's up there against him. He's going to do a great job getting out. Todd is up to bat, followed by Fairbach and Maccabee. Todd has a single and flown to 6.
Christian starts him out with a fastball, a little low. I believe Christian and Chandler Radin went to the same high school. Didn't they go to Whitewater, both of them?
Yeah, both are alumni of Whitewater and both found a home here at Andrew College.
As we mentioned before, Christian's granddaddy's up there on the dugout running the camera for us, and so he's a part of the action also. Christian falls behind 3-0. One I've only seen Christian pitch one time this year. That was the one little thing he had a problem with was his control a little bit, but hopefully he can work his way back in. And he certainly does. Follows it right back up with a strike.
And if you recall, that was one of the faithful days that brought me into the booth.
Absolutely, I forgot about that. Yeah. Ground ball, high hopper over to Stubbs. Long throw. Fred Anderson makes a nice pick over there. And that's the first out of the inning here, top half of the fifth. Yeah, I'm not sure if Christian was pitching when you got hurt. Was that right, Josh?
Yeah, that was Aragon that time.
That brings up the second baseman, Corey Farabach. Yeah, the under foul one off, or Christian hit him. I can't remember, but it ricocheted off, hit Josh right in the thumb. Put him on the DL for a couple weeks, so we got him in the booth here for a little bit longer. Then I had to find another color cast guy.
Farabach's 1 for 2 on the day. He has a single and has flown out to.
Ball driven into left. Levante takes 2 steps to his right, hauls it in. 2 up, 2 down here, real quick, like here, top of the fifth.
You know, it's always good to have guys coming out of the pen and coming out there and getting 2 outs. I saw Andrew Patrick come out there and cruise through 3 innings right there, and hopefully Aragon come out here and do his job as well.
Brings up Andy McAbee, the catcher. And Aragon starts him out with a nice curveball right there on the outside corner. An 0-1 count. McAbee takes that ball high, 1-1. Again, 2 outs, nobody on here, top of the fifth. About a 59-footer bounced up there. Don't blame Zach for not trying to block that thing up with nobody on.
Yeah, Livincott's got to save his legs. He's going to be back there the next game here.
Exactly. Get the old late swipe at it there. That ball is a mile high. Charlie Stubbs comes in and makes that. It was a tough play, a high sky. That thing, again, was hit a mile in the air. So we've played to the top half of the fifth. West Georgia Tech up 3-1. We're here at the Horde Athletic Complex on the Andrew College Digital Network. We'll be here on the Andrew College Digital Network with Josh Garland beside me, Jeffrey Jackson running the tech, and John Feldbinger, Christian Aragon's granddaddy, up there running the camera for us up on top of the first base dugout. Let me give a shout out to him.
Ryan Sapp, Stubbs, and Anthony Young are going to be your 3 hitters this inning. and Sapp has drawn 2 walks on the day.
Turner starts him out with a fastball right down the middle. Bottom half of the 5th inning here. Curveball would have through the left-hander behind the left-handed batter's box and way outside. 1-1. Way inside. A young fan down here with Bubbles is having a big time. Two and one count. Nobody on, nobody out. Another ball inside. Sapp runs the count to 3-1. Again, he already has 2 walks. Been a catalyst for getting us going. I think he scored our only run. Speaking about a little fan, she had a piece of chalk out here a little while ago. That thing was big around as a log. I've never seen chalk that big before. But anyway, now she's got the bubbles out. And Sapp draws another walk.
You know what?
Todd Pratt's on his way out to the mound.
3 walks right there will definitely help the on-base percentage for Ryan Sapp, but it brings up Stubbs, and Stubbs has a hit on the day, and batting 1 for 2, and this should be a key inning right here for the Andrew College Tigers, and having Sapp on does have a little bit of speed, and has 3 stolen bases right now.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Pratt is going to make a pitching change.
And this is an unusual pitching change so far. I don't think West Georgia Tech has really made that many pitching changes, and we haven't really got to see a whole lot of their bullpen so far. So this will.
Yeah, they used one in a Tuesday game, but yesterday they used none. Of course, it was a 1-0 game, so. Ty Wood. It's like Ty Wood on the mound, number 28. Back here at the ACDN, I just asked my colleague Josh Garland, how many pitchers does a pitcher get when he comes in out of the pen? And I was informed 8, and then between innings you get 5, so you learn something new every day. That will bring up Charlie Stubbs, our third baseman. Stubbs drove in the Tigers' only run with a base hit up the middle. Maccabee out to get together with Ty Wood, the new West Georgia Tech pitcher. And so we have a run on first and nobody out. Stubbs, our 4-hole hitter. Tigers down 2, bottom of the 5th. A little sharp curveball there. Took it low. Guess that was a curveball. May have been a slider. Had a nice break to it, though.
Yeah, Maccabee looked like he was in kind of disgust of that call and showed a little bit of motion behind the plate, but doesn't really help you get any calls.
Nah, you're exactly right there. The last thing, of course, that umpire's been getting it from both sides, so I don't think he's real popular on either bench right now. Counts 1-1. Runs the count to 1-2 with that foul ball back there again. Nobody out. Sapp on first with a short lead. Drives it into right, hooking away from the right fielder. Can't tell if it's going to be fair or foul. Looks foul. Kind of went out of my view. Stubbs kind of hanging on right there. That ball was up and out.
Charlie Stubbs does a really good job of hitting them pitches low in the zone. So, anything low right here, Charlie does a great job putting the bat head on it and driving it.
One thing we got to stay away from is double plays. I think we've hit into 2 already this game.
Yeah, that's really been our Achilles heel so far, ground in and double plays. I mean, it really kind of takes us out of an inning.
Taking us out of 2, I know for sure. So, anyway, here's Charlie up here. Wood with the delivery. Lifts that one lazily into right. Sapp with a pretty good lead over there. Going to have to hustle back to first. But Trevor Billings hauls it in for the first out. That brings up Anthony Young with 1 out. Again, Anthony had a big day yesterday, 2 for 4. Takes that curveball high. And Wood sets and delivers. Bounces that one up there. McAbee makes a nice play. Asks for help for the second base umpire. Doesn't get it. Counts 2-0 now. Again, Sapp on first. 1 out. Tigers down 3-1 here. Bottom of the 5th.
2-0 when you're trailing right here. You want to be aggressive, but you want to find a pitch that you can hit just like that, and he drives it. But it looks like the left fielder has a great beat on it.
Yeah, Aiken took about 4 steps to the left. Anthony hit that ball well. Drove it out there into the gap, but they had him played kind of shaded that way. Apparently they've been running that shade defense here pretty much all game. But took about 3 or 4 steps and hauled it in. So with 2 outs now, brings up our catcher, Zach Lippincott. And again, Sapp, despite drawing a leadoff walk, is still at first base.
We've been doing a great job of getting guys on base. I think we've had a guy on base every inning so far, but, just scoring has been our thorn right here.
Nice curveball for a strike right there by Wood. Oh, 0-1, 2 outs. Runner on first. Another curveball. Zach rolls over the top. Third baseman across to Sims. And that'll do it for the Tigers here in the bottom half of the 5th. We're through 5. It's West Georgia Tech 3. Andrew College Tigers 1. We'll be back here on the Andrew College Digital Network shortly. Welcome back to the Ford Athletic Complex here, just west of the Andrew College campus. Beautiful Sunday here. First game of a doubleheader between West Georgia Tech and Andrew College. This is game 3 of the 4-game series. Currently, Andrew College sits at 2-0 in the conference, 15-7 overall. But they're down 3-1 right now here as we enter the top of the 6th. Zach Sims, first baseman. Drives that one into left. It's his second hit of the day at least. And Levante able to get it back in, hold him to a single.
Yeah, Sims is 2 for 2 on the day with a double, a single, and a sac fly.
Yeah, he hurt us on Tuesday a little bit. We had held him down quite a bit yesterday, but he's hit the ball well today so far. That brings up the third baseman, Blaine Swift. Squares around, bunts it up, pops it up in foul territory. Christian come off the mound like a cat right there. Boy, he almost caught that darn thing. Not sure if Pratt would be real happy with that. It looked like he was trying to bunt for a base hit, and I think Pratt's looking for a sac bunt here. So anyway, we're aware of it now. 0-1 count, nobody out, runner on first. Top half of the 6th. He is bunting again. Zach makes a throw down to first. Keeps Sims close. Counts 1-1. Again, Swift has tried to bunt twice. And he squares around again. Takes a called strike, though. Drives the count to 1-2. Daggum airplane just flew over the top of us out here. I don't know if you saw the shadow on the broadcast. A little single engine. And he swings a strike, curveball in the dirt for the first out. That brings up the DH, Andrew Short. Files that one straight back. Oh and 1, one out. Runner on first. Zach makes a nice play. Keep that one in front. Sims thought about going to second, but held up. We're having a field day back here with this wind. Ball's fouled back. May have made the railroad tracks here behind us, not sure. Runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first, top half of the 6th. Short holds up. 2-2. Nice curveball right there. And umpire punches him out. I don't think he's real happy with that either. As Rudy said earlier, this guy's been consistently making everybody mad. Brings up Trevor Billings, a right fielder for West Georgia Tech, now with 2 outs, runner on first. Starts him out with a fastball right on the outside corner. 0-1. Again, Sims led off with a base hit to left. So far, Aragon has shut them down from then. Another nice curveball right there. Runs the count 0-2.
Aragon has 5 starts and won 2 of those.
Ground ball there to Dion. He flips over to Brett Anderson for the 3rd out. And so we're halfway through 6. So right now it's West Georgia Tech 3, the Andrew College Tigers 1. And we'll be back at the Horde Complex on the Andrew College Digital Network. back. Ty Wood into his second inning of work. Levante LeCount at the plate. About a 59-footer right there. Maccabee took it.
Yeah, he's followed by Anderson and Manning right now, and barring any 3 outs right here, the top of the order will be up.
Levante a swing and a miss. Runs the count to 1-1. Nobody on, nobody out. Woods just coming straight over the top there. Runs another fastball by Levante. Makes the count 1-2. Outside. 2-2. Levante gets a piece of it. Runs it foul down the left side. Third baseman throws it back in, but must have cut it or something. Pitcher threw it out of the game. Again, 2-2 count. Nobody on, nobody out here. Bottom of the sixth. Monte turns on that one and smokes it down the left field line, just foul. Levante swings at strike three. Maccabee has to chase it down, throws him out at first for the first out of the inning. Brings up Brett Anderson.
Anderson still doesn't have an official at bat today, but he has drawn 2 walks.
Well, 2 runs down. We can use them any way we can get them. Woods is, like I said, coming straight over the top, doing nothing but fastballs, looks like, and getting out ahead. It's like a good reliever should. I think Rudy Radiger, our colleague, is going to have to get something on his head. 1-1. Rudy not known for a lot of hair. Ball outside, 2-1. Anderson. Next strike, right down the middle. Runs the count 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the sixth. Lays off that one. Runs the count full. Sapp thought that was down low, but the umpire rings him up for the second out of the inning. Brings up shortstop Tim Manning. Tigers are kind of going quietly here last couple innings. Started Manning out with a curveball. It stayed low. Lines that one down the right field line. Foul. Makes the count 1-1. Wood with the wind. Stays way high. 2-1. 2 outs here. Takes a swing at it. Chops it to the left side over here. Foul. Count stays 2-2. Wood with the wind and delivery. Nice curveball there. Strikes out Manning. And we played 6 now. If we head to the top of the 7th, it's West Georgia Tech 3. Andrew College 1 on the Andrew College Digital Network. We'll be back shortly.
1 for 2 today and has a single.
Yeah, he was one to line that ball off of Dalton there, drove in the third run. Playing center field, takes ball 1. Aragon evens it up there with a fastball in the outside corner. 1-1, nobody on, nobody out. Bends a nice curveball in there. A little slow roll to Charlie Stubbs. Over to Brett Anderson. And we have 1 out. Looks like Christian changed speeds on that. Got power way out in front. Hit a little harmless rollover that Charlie handled cleanly. Takes us to the top of the lineup with Davis Aiken. Oh my. Just a little bit high, the old Major League movies back in the day when Bob Uecker was announcing. I think Davis got a little grin on his face. That thing was about 3 feet over his head. Takes that one outside. 2-0. It's a big hack at the top of the. Aiken takes. Aiken saws him off. Little fister over there out to short. Tim Manning gathers that in rather easily. For the second out of the inning, Aragon has done well since he's come in. I don't believe he's allowed a run. Hasn't had much trouble either. Brings up the shortstop, Bryce Todd. Aragon gets out ahead 1-0. I mean 0-1. That one's down low. Counts 1-1. 2 outs. Nobody on here. Top of the 7th. Tigers have one last shot at it here. Nice curveball there. Todd swings and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Manning charging. Nice glove. Good throw. Good stretch there by Brett Anderson. Nice play by Tim Manning there.
Well, it's the last chance really for the Andrew College to, score some runs right here and get us back in this ball game. We have our top of the lineup coming up on this next inning. Sellers, Warren, and Sapp, and hopefully they can go ahead and get this game busted open.
Yeah, we're down 3-1. Wood's still out there pitching. We'll be back on the Andrew College Digital Network shortly. And so we go to the bottom half of the 7th. Tigers have their 1-2-3 hitter up. Deion Sellers leading off. Wood on the mound. He winds. Dion leaves it up. One thing about Wood is he don't mess around. He comes right at you. Dion takes down low. 2-0. Again, base runners are important right now. We're down 2.
Yeah, if the Fighting Tigers want to stay perfect here through conference, they're going to have to scratch at least 2 runs or more right here.
One thing about old Mo now, and I'm talking about momentum, if she ever gets on your side, you can go. But so far, Dion rolls over the top of it. Third baseman makes a nice play right there. Across the Sims. First out of the inning. Got kind of a short hop from Blaine Swift, and he smothered it nicely. Brings up Mike Warren, center fielder. Tigers desperately trying to get a runner on here, at least bring the tying run to the plate. Takes out ball down. Fouls that one off his foot. Umpire and the catcher there, showing a little courtesy there, taking a few minutes, letting Mike get his feeling back in his toe. Counts 1-1, 1 out, nobody on. Mike leaves that one up, 2-1. Lifts that one to the right side. Falls out of play. Makes the count 2-2. And a pretty quick moving game here. Right now we're at an hour and 50 minutes. Nobody on, 1 out, 2-2 count. Mike fouls that one away. Mike has started out the season red hot, I believe.
Yeah, Mike started out the season pretty hot, on fire, and it keeps it going right there as he singles up the middle.
Oh, this is the center fielder's legs. Mike on the run again. Going to pull into second. No need taking a chance here. Down 2. Mike came into the game hitting .355 and drove that ball right back to the middle. Center fielder kind of got lackadaisical there, went right through his legs, allowed Mike to go to second. And again, the Tigers have life, 1 out. Runner on second.
Ryan Sapp is drawn 3 walks on the day. He's been on base all 3 at bats, and hopefully he can keep it going. And if not, worst case scenario, drives a run in.
Like I said, he's DHing for us today. Normally a pitcher, but Coach Williams got him, hit him in the 3 hole. Takes that ball down low. Takes that one down the middle for a strike. 1-1. 1 out. Mike Warren on second. Bottom half of the 7th here. This is it for the Tigers. Need 2 to stay alive. Lays off that curveball. Runs the count to 2-1. And Wood has a sign in his set. Warren with a big lead. Ryan just missed that ball. I think he'd like to have that one back. Fouled it off to the right side here, but a little bit angry with himself there that he missed that pitch.
Most of Ryan Sapp's hits have been coming from the right side here lately. He's been really peppering the 4 hole, and hopefully they pitch to him that way.
2-2 count, 1 out. Runner on second. Drives it back to the middle. Second baseman up and over. Throws him out at first. Runner does advance to third, but they're out now, 2 outs. Thought we might sneak that one through there, but Fehrenbach ranged pretty wide to his right and made a nice throw. And Tigers are down to their final out. Wood goes into the windup. Sims drives that one in the gap out there. Left fielder camps under it. Davis Aiken, and that is the ball game right there. Tigers lose 3-1. Fall to 2-1 in the conference, 15-8 overall. Josh, got anything for us?
Yeah, like I was mentioning in the first inning, anytime we fall behind in the first inning, we kind of get a little shaky, and hopefully we can take this and learn from it, move past it, and come back out here for the second game and try to turn it around.
Yeah, like I said, we just never seem to find a rhythm or whatever. And like I said, we did fall behind 2-0 right off the bat, and we struggled to try and put runners out. I think we had at least two double plays that kind of squelched rallies for us. And so, like I said, Tigers would love to take 3 or 4 this series, and that was, I think, going in would have been their goal. I wouldn't think they would have had a problem going 3-1, and so. They still have a chance to salvage that, and like I said, we probably got about a 20-minute break in here. But again, 15-8, 2-1 right now in the conference. Josh.
Yeah, I mean, you always want to go into every series at least splitting them. We still have the chance of taking 3 out of 4, and hopefully our offense can get back on board and we can start swinging the sticks a little bit better. Couple of hits that turn around right there, it's a different ball game. We like you were mentioning, double play balls. If we take those off the board right there, that again, like I said,
yeah, one was a double play with the bases loaded.
Exactly,
Mike, I think Mike did it, and Mike's, certainly one of our better hitters, and he hit the ball up the middle, and it turned out to be just a perfect double
yeah,
play.
I mean,
ball.
it's
took it on one hop, stepped on second, and so, like you said, yeah, another hop here and hop there, and
it's a whole different ball game, and
like I said, all in all, it wasn't a bad game.
It's just one of those days, where pitching, did a good job, nothing really too shameful of. I mean, only giving up 3 runs, you feel like very comfortable that you shouldn't lose a 3-run ball game there, but I think hitters are going to come back and make their adjustments at the plate, and you're going to see Bruce Kirkpatrick out on the mound here in the second game for the Tigers, and I think everything's going to be fine.
Well, like I said, that's it from us for here after game 1, and we're fixing to go to about a 20-30-minute break. We're going to stay on the same channel we've been on, so we're going to step away here a little bit for Mark Brown, Josh Garland, Rudy Radiger, Jeffrey Jackson, and our guest cameraman, John Feldbinger, did a great job up there on the first base dugout for us. We hope he's going to be back for game 2. Final score from game 1 was West Georgia Tech 3, Andrew College 1, and we'll be back in about 20-25 minutes. From the ACDN Network, I'm Mark Brown. Thank you.